everybody, this is Otilia from Slovak Homemade Cakes Facebook page, and today we're going to make Slovak Christmas soup. Now I would say traditional, but because pretty much every family has their own different recipe, I'm just gonna say this is my family traditional Christmas soup recipe. It is called Kapustnica. Kapusta is cabbage. This is made of sauerkraut, which I have right here. I have about 1 pound of sauerkraut. Now my favorite brand is right here, Frank's sauerkraut. This one is from the refrigerator section, so it's not in a can, and as I said, I really like it. It's one of the best I found so far, and it tastes really almost as grandma's. Not as good, but pretty close. Now we'll also need dried mushrooms. These are dried porcini. I just bought them in a grocery store, and they smell really good, and I've tried them before. They taste really good in the soup. We will need some smoked klobasi or sausage. I ordered this online. This is Hungarian gulai klobasi, and I have one spicy and one regular, so one of each will go in the soup. And then we need some spices, and then we will make a roux, and I will get to that later. We'll need onion, flour, and spices for that. Okay, so I have about 3 quarts of cold water that I'm bringing to a boil in a big pot. Now what I'll do is I'll take my sauerkraut and put it in the water and let it cook for a little bit. Just like that. I want sauerkraut with juices. I want my kapustnica to be really, really sour. Alright. We could probably add a little more sauerkraut. It really just depends on how much you want in your soup. I'm going to add a little more. Now we're going to prepare our mushrooms. We need to soak them for a little bit. So this is about half an ounce or maybe an ounce of dried porcini. This is a bowl with cold water. All we're going to do is put our mushrooms in it, and we'll just mix it for a little bit. I would say soak it for about 10-15 minutes, and then we're going to drain it, and it will go in the soup. Alright, this is how it looks. I have 2 smoked sausages ready for the soup. One is spicy and one is just a regular one. These are Hungarian brand gulai that we really liked. You can use any kind of smoked sausage, but try to find something that has really good smoke flavor, and it smells really good. So what we're going to do to prepare them is take a fork, and we're going to poke holes in it like this. Now I need both hands for it, so I'll do it off camera, but you want lots of holes. So once you put the sausages in the soup, as it boils, all the good juices will leak throughout the soup. Right, here are the soaked mushrooms that I'm ready to add to the soup. They've been soaking in the cold water for about 10-15 minutes. And this is why we soaked them. This is the water left over from the mushrooms. So you want all that water to just discard it. And we're just going to use nice and clean and plump mushrooms. We are going to add it in the soup, just like this. Here's the soup. It's been boiling for a little bit, so we're ready for our mushrooms. Just like that. Mix it in. Now at this point, we are also going to add sausages. I have 2 of them. I took a fork and I poked many holes in them, so all the good juices, all the goodness is going to leak into the soup. I don't think you can see all the holes. Oh yeah, you can. Right there. Okay, just like this, the whole piece goes right in. Another piece right in. And this is all you do for now. So it's water, sauerkraut. I added about 1.5 pounds of sauerkraut with juices, about an ounce of soaked porcini mushrooms, and 2 or 3, how many you want, smoked sausages. Now I'm going to let it simmer, so I'm going to turn it down and we'll let it simmer for about an hour or two. It depends on how much time you have, at least an hour. Okay, we're back. This soup has been cooking for about 2 hours and this is how it looks. You can see all the goodness of the juices from the sausages is now in the soup. I'm ready to make a roux to make this a little tiny bit thicker, but not much. We're going to start with 3 tablespoons of oil in our skillet and chop 1 small onion. And let me mix this and we'll be back. Onion is in and we're going to saute this onion in 3 tablespoons of oil for about, I would say, 4 or 5 minutes until it starts to turn translucent and we'll get a little light brownish color, but watch for it not to get burned. I have flame on about medium-high, but you have to be here the whole time and stir it the whole time. I still have ready, I have 3 tablespoons of flour ready right now, so we'll see if that's going to be enough. Red paprika, ground pepper, vegeta, salt, and some water, and this little thingy. Alright, so I'm just going to stir the onion for about another 3-4 minutes and my onion is ready, so we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of flour and mix it well. We'll see, maybe we'll need to add a little more oil. Let's see how it... Not bad. We're going to let this saute for another 2-3 minutes for flour to turn little light brown. The flour is about done. It's turning a little brown, so we have to work fast now. We're going to do some salt. About half a teaspoon of vegeta, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, same with paprika, and you do as much as little as you want, probably a little more. Now I'm going to mix this. Just like this. Pour water on this. I have about 1 cup of water. I'm going to use this and break all the little lumps. I'm just going to bring this to boil. Just make sure you break all the little lumps, and we'll probably add a little more spices. Okay, well. The roux is almost done. It started to boil. It's nice and thick. We do not need a lot of it. That's why we only use 3 tablespoons of flour. Kapustnica, the sauerkraut soup, is supposed to be really thin and runny. So I did burn my onion a little bit, but it's okay. We tried to go for a little lighter brown than this, but it still tastes good. And I tasted it. It seems like we have enough spices, but we'll taste again the soup once we add the roux. So soup has been boiling, and now I'm going to put the roux in the soup. Just like this. And I'm going to get all of it off camera. So mix the soup. Okay, good. Now I'm going to cook some pasta separately, and we'll be ready to serve in about half an hour. kapustnica is now ready and we can eat it. So this is how it looks. Juices are, it's not really thick. There's lots of sauerkraut, some pasta, traditionally some small squares. I only had the big squares, but that's fine. And the sausages. Right? I hope you like the recipe, and I hope you'll try it and that you will like it. Merry Christmas!